And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
A gain of 13 yards. 452. First down.
A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th-rounder from Stanford. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. He's going to air one out. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on, long way to go in this one.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go. Let's do this.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready. Hey, check. Tight end right.
Hey, 4 down.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And this one's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Throwing again on second and 10. Ryan, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Ryan, they'll run the screen with Mack. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance. To pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. Now, I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return is Pettis. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
After the interception, here's Ryan. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a run with Mack. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. Check 52. Hey, alert 3.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check it back. 54, Seth. 36. 51. Hey, Ripley.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Keelan Cole, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On the delay, Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Come on, set, 8, read. Keep it up.
Minshew throwing on third down. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be? And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Keelan Cole, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes. Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears. There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game. And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Tuesday.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Completes it to Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
First down, 49ers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
First down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Smooth. 55, mark, guys, 55. Now watch one, shoot.
Minshew, 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's Minshew. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made to fit. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Third and long, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Washington. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Here comes Pettis on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Minshew. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. On first down, here's Love. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Redskins' 38-yard line.
Ready. 8, read. They're going to need some therapy after this. Hey, High 7. 55. Let's go.
From the 38, Minshew. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Down. 10 Lobo.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that.
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously cost them.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And this is incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And it's third down.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
On third down, Ryan. And he can't quite pick it. No interceptions so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. So on fourth down, Ryan goes off, and on is Giorgio Tavecchio for the Falcon field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On second down, Minshew. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. They'll run on first down. It's Mack. Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for.
Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection.
And he lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Mack off the draw play. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Ryan. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
Come on. Hey, express.
From the shotgun, Ryan to the goal line, but it's incomplete. We're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They run the draw play with Mack. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and goal. Ryan toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Now it's Ryan. And this is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew now in desperation. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers. DK Metcalf, 65 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will get them 1 closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use him at this point. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quan Alexander. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch the screen. Pass. Mark 55. Mark 55. Ready?
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Oh, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Mack. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is